Hey everyone, welcome back to Black on the Platform Live, where we spotlight Black entrepreneurs, authors, and leaders who are moving the culture forward and making wellness, wealth, and wisdom more accessible to our communities. I'm your host, Jen S., founder of Black on the Platform, your go to directory and community for Black owned businesses. If it's your first time joining us, please drop your name in the chat and let us know where you're tapping in from. And to our returning viewers, welcome back. We see you. We appreciate you, and we're so glad you're part of this movement. Today, we're not just talking about fitness, we're talking about purpose, innovation, and turning personal experience into something that impacts lives. I'm honored to introduce our guest, Dina Scott. She's the visionary founder of Drumba, a powerful, high-energy fitness experience that combines drumming, movement, and cardio in a way that's accessible to all ages and abilities. What makes Dina's story so powerful is that Drumba wasn't just created as a workout, it was born out of love, out of a desire to help her mother after being diagnosed with Parkinson's. And from that moment, she built something that is now helping people strengthen their bodies, stimulate their minds, and reconnect with themselves and others. Let's see if my sound effects are working. Okay. Dina, we're so excited to have you with us today. Welcome to the platform. And let me move you to the front here so our guests can see you. Okay, there you go. Let's see.
You got me?
Yeah, we got you. Okay. I'm going to put you side by side with me. So
Okay.
yeah, there we go. So Dina, for those just meeting you for the first time, can you tell us a little bit about who you are and what is Drumba in your own words?
Yes, absolutely. How about if I tell you what Drumba's all about? It's an actual, probably the most fun you will ever have in a workout. And it's a cardio workout. And we have weighted drumsticks, and we do it on top of an exercise ball to any and every kind of music. And it's a full body workout because you actually have to think, and you got to pay attention. It works the right brain, the left brain, in combination with your feet moving and your arms moving. So if you have that inner drummer thing going in you, you'll love it.
And if you're not coordinated at all, you still can get along.
Yeah, you don't have to be coordinated. You'll love it. You'll love it just because you're moving. And one of the things about Drumba is a lot of people say, I don't have any rhythm. I can't move my feet or my knees hurt and all that. You don't, I say, don't even worry about it. Once the music come on and you just start tapping those drumsticks on the ball, it's just something that it's euphoric. It just comes inside. The person on the side of you is doing it. The person behind you is doing it, and you just feel that vibration from that neighbor. And it's like a catching thing, almost like a drum circle. It's not like one of those djembe drum circles, but it's kind of like a drum circle because we feed off of each other's energy.
So you answered my second question was, when people walk into a Drumba class for the first time, what do they feel? So they feel this energetic
Yeah.
vibration.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they feel the energy. That's what most people say, like the energy from the minute you walk in. And the music has a lot to do with it. And my, personality, I'm kind of all over the place, but I'm high energy. I'm a cardio junkie. I love to move. I work out all the time. And it's all about movement and music, to be honest with you. And a lot of times in fitness classes, they're separated because you have your seniors and you have your younger people, and then you have your middle-aged people, and then you have disabled people. And this is probably one of the few formats where you can have a big drum line going, big circle going, big drum line going, where you could have an 80-year-old, a 15-year-old, a 30-year-old, a 60-year-old, all in the same class, working out at different levels. And I can't think of any other format that allows you to do that. And I mean, my videos show that. Sometimes people will say, was she in a walker? I'm like, yeah, she was in a walker on the end. And then there's two balls down. This girl is getting down. She's touching the floor with her stick and popping up, doing a jump jack. And,
I can't.
the other person, yeah, exactly.
So I just have to tell you that I finally got the chat open. I don't know. I had it stuck on something I was trying to say welcome to you when we started. And so we had
Yeah.
people responding when I was asking where they're tapping in from. We got your sister Bridget in the chat. Welcome, Bridget.
Mm-hmm.
We have Errol from Southeast. So you haven't hit Cali yet. Errol will be in your Drumba studio this weekend when we visit for our demo. And we have
Awesome.
Sherry says, Dina, I miss you. We
Aw.
have okay, there was some echo. So I hope I cleared that up. Omari, let me know if you still hear some echo because oh better, he said. We have
Okay.
Barb. Hey Barb. Barb here. And did Drumba for years in Texas, the best ever. Thank you for that because Barb, that was my question next. If you're tuning in, drop in the comments if you've ever done anything like this. And I know if you haven't been to Texas, you probably haven't. We have, oh, Allen, Texas is where Cheryl is from.
Right.
Awesome. I love it.
Hmm.
So you've got lots of love
Very
in the
popular
chat.
there. Yeah.
I
Lots of love.
I was thinking when you were describing it, like there's a scene with Nick Cannon when he's doing the drumming that I've always wished I could like do that. And I feel like I'm gonna tap into that when I'm drumbaing. Is that a verb? As I do it
Yeah, we're
with
gonna use
you.
that drum beating. Yeah, for sure. You're gonna tap into it. You're just gonna get it.
I love
It's
that.
gonna be an experience. It's an experience. I know it's a fitness class, but it's really an experience because 99.9% of the people who take the class for the first time, they'll say, I had no idea. I don't even like working out. This is gonna be my new workout because it was fun and I didn't feel like I was working out. That's the thing. You don't feel like you're working out.
I think I'm gonna be hooked. I can tell because I like we've shared that, I used to do choreography and
Yeah.
getting into the rhythm of it, I can just and the
Hmm.
synergy of the group. Like I was watching the videos, and I was like so inspired. So I can't tell you how excited I am. I did tell you. I said you're like one of the favorite parts of the tour that we're doing. So for those of you who are just joining, we have a curated tour in Los Angeles for our Power Networking team and we will have the privilege of being part of Dina's launch on Saturday as we get to go in and um, get our stick on, get our stick on.
Yeah. Get your stick on, baby. That's it.
I love it. I love it.
That's
So,
exactly it.
so this was inspired. I read that Drumba was inspired by your mother's Parkinson's diagnosis. Can you take us back to that
Yeah.
time? Yeah, tell us about that.
Yeah. Yeah. So my mom had Parkinson's, was diagnosed with Parkinson's, and she at the time I was living in Texas. And so they have amazing doctors there that, handle Parkinson, lots of specialists. So she moved there and while unpacking, she was a little frustrated with feeling stiff, and she had some wooden spoons in her in her hand, and she started I'm so upset about this whole, Parkinson. She's hitting the box. And then I was trying to deflect all that by, saying I started to just sing and make a rhyme and hit the thing and hit the box and all that. And then she made a hole when she was hitting it. And then I got another box. And it kind of turned into a thing like that. That's really how it started. And then the next day, when we were unpacking, I said, let's just get the sticks out so you can just get it out your system and get your frustration out. I'm going to put on some music. And she loved the Beatles. It's not my thing, but any Beatle lovers out there, sorry, I don't play much of that music, but anyway. So we put that on and she just starts going to town like that, and that's really how it started. And then she lived in a community called Heritage Ranch, which I think it was like at the time 60 and over or 58 and over. So I actually started doing that with some of her friends, hitting the box with wooden spoons. Then I graduated to regular drumsticks. And it just kind of, that's how it started, was a little innocent thing like that, that just turned into where we are today.
It sounds like a little
Yeah.
innocent thing. You put, a pan and a spatula for a toddler, right?
Right.
So you're basically
Exactly.
showing it's for any age and any ability. And even with, I come from the world of education and teachers, and even in the classroom, we have these kids who they can't sit still. So you give them something and they sit there tapping their pencils, or, using like the water bottle can become an instrument. There's so many things. Our
Yeah.
voice is an instrument. It's so many things that can become an
Mhm.
instrument. And I love that creativity and how it organically developed. And she was emotional about it, and then it became this release, which was such a healing. I love this story.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And when you made that, what you just said about using different things as instruments, you know, those pool noodles
Oh yeah.
that you use those, yeah, we actually use that too in some classes, especially in some of the disability classes. We use the noodles so they wouldn't hit each other or hurt each other. And then in schools, they were doing that on top of their desks to drumba, to music. So yeah, it's, you're right about that.
All ages, all abilities. I think that's beautiful.
Yeah,
I
because you can
I
do it seated, standing. You know, people have turned their walker around, they've rolled into a wheelchair and pulled up to a ball. You know, I've gone to retirement centers, I've gone to rehab centers. There's an instructor right now who teaches at Baylor, Scott and White in Texas, and everyone in there is rehab. They've had like a stroke, a heart attack, you know, something major where they're still in the hospital rehabbing, and they're doing drumba in the hospital.
What a therapy, what a healing. I mean, it's
Yeah.
from a place of, so social emotional wellness and physical wellness. It's like it's a compact package. I love this. So
Yeah.
one of the guests that are going to come do the demo with us, she runs a adult special need facility, and I could see her hopping in the
Mhm.
van and bringing her whole class over for classes. I mean, you have this
Yeah.
for all ages, all abilities. It's amazing, and it's so
Yeah, it
therapeutic.
is pretty amazing. Yeah, there's a company called Power to Move that actually sent us in teachers or workers there, and we train them to do drumba to modify it for all the special needs, and they do it, you know, all the time now. It's the favorite workout. People travel all over to get it, you know, from different parts around Texas because not you can't get drumba everywhere, and
And
they love it.
in
It's
the
just
chat, I heard you did theme classes. She mixes the best music arrangement and has theme classes. What are some of your theme classes like?
okay, like I don't know if Robin Boyd is listening, but she wanted a Prince class and it was off the chain. I mean, it was probably one of my all-time favorite classes because it was a purple, purple, purple rain all over here. We played all his songs. I mixed all the music, put a backbeat behind it. Everybody wore purple. Boo. It was on point.
Okay, tell me,
And
are they
we've
using
done
the drums like
Christmas.
microphones as they sing and tap? Like, are they?
They're using the sticks. They'll turn their sticks off like that, right? And they'll turn their sticks around and act like that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So she said, "Off the Chain is my all-time favorite class." Off the Chain.
Yeah.
It is nice. Prince class was the best. Oh yeah, you have
It, yeah.
some moves. So, do you know about the science behind this? Like what's happening to the body and the brain during drumba, or is this just an organic exercise, or like, you know, compared to
Well,
traditional
um,
workout? Yeah.
right. The thing about a traditional workout, and I like to do other people's classes. I try other formats, you know, because real, true fitness professionals do other things. You know, they do other things than just what they do. And I'm one of those true professionals. I do a lot of other things. But the one thing is, like a dance class, that's all I'm going to say, like a dance class that was very popular with Latin music, the choreography is the same all the time. So when someone comes into class, it's mindless. They come in, they've been doing that playlist for months. So as soon as the instructor hits the play and the music comes on, you already know the moves. So you're not really thinking about it. You're just going through the motions. Are you getting a workout? Absolutely, because it's cardio. But with Drumba, we're working the right side of the brain and the left side of the brain in combination with moving your upper body and your lower body. And when you do that in combination, it's a full body exercise because you have to think and pay attention. You have to count, you know, to be able to know when I'm going for this side, then switch from the right to the left, back it up, walk forward, all that stuff. Put it together with the choreography, put that choreography together so that people have to actually think about it and use their brain. I don't like a mindless exercise. I like to have fun and everything, and it's not difficult, but you will work your brain. because some people have attended my class who have done mindless exercise, and they're like, whoa, 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 whoa. Well, I've been at work 8 hours and I didn't know I was going to have to think again. And that was powerful. They had no idea, because most people just like, oh, okay, how much exercise is it? I'm just going to hit this ball with this stick. And what am I really working? I'm like, you know what? You can come for free because I'm going to show you. That's what I tell people all the time when they say, is that really a workout?
So tell me,
Yeah.
because this is an experience. What Walk us through
Yes, it
a
is.
Drumba session. What are we doing? Like when we first get in, are we warming up? Are we driving right into it? What is the session like?
Yeah, I follow like the guidelines from the Academy of Aerobics and Science, because I'm actually a personal trainer, a movement specialist. I'm certified in a lot of different things. And so I put all of that together. So when you first walk in, it's like any other traditional kind of, format where I explain to people, hi, I'm Dina, welcome to Drumba. And then I explain how to hold the sticks, and I show them a couple of moves. I make sure everybody knows their right side from their left side, and and then we do a warm up, and after we do a warm up where we're actually either walking forward, backwards, hitting out a little bit, then I get to the meat of the workout. We do lunges, jump jacks, abs. Sometimes we'll put our sticks down, and I'll tell people ahead of time, grab you some weights because we're going to do some arm work. And they'll go get some weights, and then we'll do a little bit of arms. And I just mix it all up. I never really know. I can make a plan on what I'm going to do, but I read the room. That's what I do all the time. When I read the room, I can have my playlist and say, I'm going to do this. And then when I look around and I see who's in the class or fitness level, I'm like, oh, I'm changing it. I'm taking people out. I'm taking prisoners.
I love it. So, a fun
Yeah.
tip if you're teaching your customers, your clients, left from right, if you put your hand up, it makes an L. So I always use that
Hmm.
with them, L for left, because you'd be surprised how many people, grown people, get
Oh,
confused when you say, let's go
oh,
left and they go
oh no,
right.
I'm not. Oh no, I'm not. You're gonna see it. You'll be surprised. I mean, I'll say, what side is this? Somebody will say right. Come on, everybody. Uh, I'll say, does anybody have two right hands? Just let me know. Does anybody have two right feet? Just let me know right now. So you're
I
right.
love
That
it.
happens all the time. Yeah.
So okay, welcome Sheila. So Omari mentioned that there was a still little intermittent echo, and I think it's because Dina is actually in the studio, so it might have a more, but I was
Right.
thinking, yeah, that echo, but I was thinking
Yeah,
that
that's
must
it.
be
That's
good
it.
for the drums, that it has that kind of,
Yeah.
it's like you're in a studio.
Well, yeah, and this ceiling is raised. It's almost like a barn rafter kind of thing. And it is good. And the sound does travel. And it sounds awesome.
I love it.
Yeah.
So I
But
I forget what her name was. BJ Midnight. Let me see if I can go back up. Her name, I think, let me go back, is, maybe I didn't get your name. Barb. Barb. So Barb
yeah,
was saying
that's funny
singles.
because there she had a nickname where she was BJ. So when you said BJ Midnight, I was like, well, no, the midnight part's not Barbara, but she
It
it
is.
was.
So she was
That's
saying
okay.
single, double. What is that?
Single, single, double. It's actually a combination move. Like,
That's what I thought.
just like that. You were a choreographer,
Yeah.
the cha cha or a basic salsa or a hip hop move or whatever. So like with drumba, there are drumba moves. When I do drumba certifications, there's a list of moves that are drumba moves, and they have names. And single, single, double hit, single, single, double hit. That's an actual move. And people leave out of here saying single, single, double. And if they do it to a song, they just be out in the grocery store, single, single, doubling all down the aisle. They can't get that out
I
their
love
head.
it. It's like in tune. So Midnight is Barb's cat. And she said, so she's given us the tips. Thank you, Barb. Don't let her see you yawn. So we will not be getting caught yawning in your class.
Oh yeah, because if you yawn and I see it, even if because I'm a personal trainer as well, if you yawn while we're doing drumba, if you yawn while I'm training you, I am going to call you out and I'm going to take it up. I'll say, hey, Miss So-and-so just yawned. She's bored. Let's take it up. Yeah,
This
I'll
is
do
the
that.
comedian side of you, isn't it, Dina? Like you're calling out the person in the front that is like, no, you didn't wear
Yeah,
that out tonight. No, you didn't put a yawn on your face in my class.
100. Yes, 100%. 100%. Exactly. That's why people don't want to be in the front row. I'll go to the back row. No, everybody come to the front today. Let's just all be together.
Can you do this seated and standing? You mentioned somebody in a walker. So does that help expand your accessibility? Can they sit?
Oh yeah. If you want to sit, you can sit. Or like, let's say if you had a knee replacement, right? And you're rehabbing it and you're not supposed to be standing on it, or you can't stand on it for more than 15 minutes at a time, you can get a folding chair behind you or just put it to the side and, drum, and maybe you need to sit down. And if you need to sit down, you can still do the exact same thing. You just can't be positioned in the middle. Anybody who's seated or on a walker has to be on the end, out of the way, for safety reasons, so that people don't bump into them and all that. Yeah.
So your Drumba, those who've experienced Drumba are really answering some of my questions in the chat because I was curious what makes people stick with this versus other workouts. And it's the music you're playing, it's the movements,
Yeah.
the single, double, they get in people's head. Um,
Yeah.
Linda
And
says,
plus it's
go ahead.
go, I'm sorry.
No, Linda says the Carlton
I
song was
mean,
a hit.
oh yeah, 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 yeah. For sure. I'm gonna just be honest with you. I know people think that like my music's the best, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you, girl. Hands down, I have a special ear for music. And my combinations of putting songs together and stuff like that, I mean, people try to sound hound it all the time and you can't find it. You can't sound hound it because I did that. You're not gonna be able to find that. And because you can do drumba to any kind of music. You just have to change the beat. I have to add a beat, speed it up, change the backbeat so that it works. But yeah, my music is the bomb. I have
So,
some awesome
so
music. Old school with new school, everything. I even go a little country, just a little.
So, part of my summit is we're doing a private mixer. It sounds like I needed to reach out to you to help me play some of the music before and after the live performance because I'm like, what do people want to hear? Like, do I want to go 90s? Do I want to play, what kind of music? So, I
And
might need
so much of the 90s and the 80s are just coming back. It's just like revolving. It's going full circle. You hear it on the radio, you hear it in other people's classes. I mean, you hear it everywhere. And that makes such a big difference to get people engaged so that they, relax, feel good, start thinking about, what I was doing when that song was on, or what that song meant to me. They connect like that. When the music is the bomb and they can have their personal experience connect like that. I mean, like people will say all the time, like I remember once I played Stevie Wonder, You Are the Sunshine of My Life. And I did it as a cool down, but it was a little sped up. And this lady came up to me and she said, my mom used to call and sing that to me every day before she passed away. And I haven't heard that song since you got here. And I was just like, oh my goodness.
that is
It was
so
really cute.
touching. And Stevie
Yeah,
Wonder, there's he is his songs are memorable. So when it's like your memory brought her
right.
probably back to that. I think that I have to throw some
Yeah,
hearts up.
and I do that all the time. Yeah, I do that all the time.
Next
I
time
take a
I
person back.
next time I talk to Stevie, I'll let him know.
Okay,
I say that because I had the honor of
you do
speaking to
that.
him.
You do that.
I spoke to him a couple months ago. Actually, it was the second day of January, January 2nd, 2026. And so every time I'm like, I should have said this, and why didn't I tell him this, and why didn't I ask him to be on the podcast, and why didn't I, all the things.
Oh
So
wow, yeah. I
I'm gonna.
actually had an instructor who was a physical therapist, and she had some blind clients, and she wanted to be a drum instructor so that she could do drumba with them. And she sent me so many videos of her clients that couldn't see, but they were doing Drumba. They felt
That's
the
amazing.
vibration. Yeah, it was pretty amazing.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know, but Bridget and I are part of another group together. And in that group, there's this woman, Cinnamon, and Cinnamon always talks about this early bird, which is this dance thing that's going across the nation. And they play like 80s musics and 2000, and it's for early birds. So you and Bridget and I need to join Cinnamon because we'll get out early enough. It's for people who have stuff to do the next day or who want to go to bed early. So it's like it ends by 10 o'clock. I mean, it's like 6 to 10 or something, and it's called Early Birds. And I just think we would have so much fun going there. So I'm gonna pull you guys next time it's
Oh
here
yeah,
in
I've never
LA.
heard of that. Yeah, I would definitely go, but I've never heard of that. Early birds?
Yeah, no, I had never heard of it either. And it's all women, by the way. So all these women come out and go party dance till, you know, then they go to bed because it's for women who have stuff to do the next day. That's what it's called. Well, they actually say
Oh,
shit.
okay.
Women who have shit to do the next day is what they say. And so
Oh,
they're
right. Right,
then
right, right.
at
And
10
that's all
o'clock,
women.
it's all women at 10 o'clock. They open up the club for
Yeah.
like people who want to be out, so you can keep dancing if you're
Well,
women.
I'll let you ask Bridget to go because I already told you what time she go to bed.
That's why
Sorry,
I said it would
sis.
be
Love you.
perfect. I said it'd be perfect because we go to bed, we go early. And so, yeah,
Yeah,
we'll have
and
to check it out.
I'll drive you sleepyheads home since I'm a night owl.
I don't know. Barb says, flowers, title, depot. I don't know. I missed it. Maybe it's something we said earlier because there's a delay. It's like 20 seconds. And she did
Oh,
not
she
like.
probably was talking about some of the songs that had some of the songs that because there was a Miley Cyrus flower song. Is that what she was talking about?
Probably. Bridget says the workout is full body. People underestimate the workout. Yeah. No, I'm already
They do.
knowing. How many
There
minutes
was a
is this
group of ladies.
demo? Should we go ahead. Tell us.
There was a group of ladies who came on Saturday, and we had gone to lunch at Allison's house. And then everyone was asking me, "What do you do? What do you do? What do you do?" And I see you on Facebook, but I'm not sure. Was it you? What do you do? What do you do? And I told them, I was like, "Hey, how often you guys do these lunches? The next time you do a lunch, if our studio is done, why don't you come there and do the lunch?" And they were like, "Okay, yeah." So that was last Saturday, and they came, and they were like, uh whoa, I didn't think it was going to be this hard. And I was like, but did you have fun? Did you have fun? Everybody had a ball, but they did underestimate it. Because, like I said, most people say, how is that a workout? They don't get it. They just don't get it with you just hitting the ball with a stick. They don't understand it. But they do when they get here.
Okay, two things. Bridget already said nope, too late for her. She's not doing the dance party. Second,
Okay.
so
I
you
guess
already
just
know your sister. Second thing is that being like underestimating is a huge thing. I was planning the big event this weekend with my cousin, and both my cousins were like, "We're just gonna step." So I was like, I want to step with you guys." So we put on the step video on the big TV, and we're just walking at first, and then it's like step forward, step backward, step forward, step back, and all of a sudden we're like, "Ooh, you feel that? Yeah, I feel it too." Then it was like step to the side, and we're like, "Ooh, the hips." Okay, the more we stepped, and it was literally like 10 minutes, and we were like, "Whoo." So this leads me to my question. How long is your demo and what should we expect?
I said the demo was going to be 20, 25 minutes, but they were enjoying themselves so much. It went just a little bit longer, just because they were having fun with it. But generally, that's how long a demo is 20 or 25 minutes. And it's not necessarily a beginner's demo because in the demo, I'm trying to show you all the different things or as many different things that you can do with some dance moves, simple dance move, some jump jacks, some arm exercises. And I do all of that stuff in the demo, which some of it's a little bit more advanced than a beginner's class, because when I'm actually starting a class and everyone's a beginner, I teach it a certain way. If everyone in the class or most people in the class have been doing it for a while, or if the class is, a different format, because there's basic Drumba, which is pretty much drumming and moving around a little bit. And then there's Drumba dance, which is a lot of dancing and a lot of drumming in combination with each other. Then you can do weights in Drumba, which is, like I told you earlier, grabbing weights and doing it like that. So it really just depends which one of those formats I'm teaching that day. But I mean,
Okay.
I like them all. Yeah,
Yeah, Cheryl says weighted sticks and gloves. Barb says you can wear
yeah.
weighted gloves and gloves and up it, right? Like make it more intense. Yeah.
Because right, because as you get more comfortable with it, just like a couple of the ladies when they first walked in on Saturday, they were like, "Oh, well, I'll take the light sticks. I'll take the no weight sticks." And I was like, "Do you work out?" "Well, yeah, but let me just." And I was like, "Okay, great, no problem." And while they were waiting and talking and just hitting them with the sticks and touching them, it was, "Can I try those weighted sticks?" So then they got the weighted sticks. And they got the weight sticks, and they did that. And just the difference between the lightweight sticks and the weighted sticks. Never mind wearing, weighted gloves on your hands as well, because that's an option too. You could wear weighted gloves on your hands with the weighted sticks, and that's a whole nother arm workout. So,
I'm gonna be
there's a
like
lot
her.
of
Give me the light
variety.
ones first and I'll move my way
Right.
up. Yes.
Yeah, I'll give you both pair. I'm gonna give you
Sounds
both
good.
pair.
I love it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you started from something very deeply personal, your mom hitting the sticks, into something
Yeah.
that's really spreading, and you're going from Texas to Los Angeles. What has this journey
Yeah.
been like?
Um, Honestly, it's been unbelievable, like a dream, a whirlwind. And you know, I've had to really work hard to make it what it is. No one's given me anything in terms of how, high up on the ladder I was climbing. I worked really hard to get up that ladder. And during COVID, for everybody it was horrible. And I had some amazing clients that kept us floating, during COVID, so that when COVID went halfway bye-bye, that we were still able to, come back together and do this. And we did. And I was there for a long time, but after my mom passed away in Texas, I just started thinking that I just wanted to come back to California, because so many people would ask me all the time, how come you don't, do this here? And when you gonna come back home and do this? And before COVID, we did train some people. I came out here and did a big, instructor training and trained some people. But when COVID hit, it just went boom. And the studios that trained, they closed. A lot of businesses didn't make it. So I've always wanted to come back home and see what I could do with it. And it was just the right time. Timing is everything.
So now I want to give gratitude to those clients who helped you maintain during those difficult times, because with
Oh yeah,
their
100%.
support, you're here today to impart this on us, and we are so grateful. So California's home. When you say come back
Yeah,
home, okay,
yeah,
awesome. So
yeah. Born and raised here, and it's home.
I love that.
It's where my
And
family is.
yes. So tell us your vision. Where do you see Drumba going in the next 3 to 5 years?
This is the when people ask me that all the time. This is what I say, because in business, this is my personal feeling, and it the whole COVID thing taught me a lot, because I had, like, yeah, it taught me a lot. I take it one day at a time. And I think it's safer, physically and mentally, for me not to, create or put pressure on myself to make it what it was in Texas, or to make it bigger than Texas. If LA likes it and receives it and wants it, it's going to go as far as it's going to go. And I'm going to be happy with it either way. I'm happy with it. If it doesn't get too big, I'm happy if it gets really big. I'm just happy to be able to be in my own studio and make it happen. And I just want it to be what it's going to be, without me forcing anything, or chasing people or anything like that. I feel like that's one of the reasons I don't audition. When someone says, "Well, could you come do an audition so I could see, if you're a right fit?" And I'm like, "Babe, there's a lot of video of me. Just look all over, Facebook, go on YouTube, go on Instagram. I'm not the girl. I'm not auditioning for anything. I'm just simply not going to do it." And that's just kind of how I feel.
So
So
I think it's
my
gonna
vision
yeah, go ahead.
My vision is to get people moving, you know, to have them have this experience, to fall in love with it, as I know they will, and make it what it's going to be.
Well, I can see it being a huge trend in LA. Women do
Yeah.
Pilates, they do workouts. We want to look good, we want to feel good. So I could see multiple studios across Los Angeles and other areas and just really picking up. So, be prepared for great things should you want to
Yeah.
expand it that big. And Bridget says that you train people internationally. There are trainers in Spain, Italy, and Australia. Tell us about that.
Well, we do. I used to only do trainings just like in Texas, where you came to the studio. But, when COVID hit, and everybody didn't know what to do with their time. So a lot of fitness instructors lost their jobs because all the gyms closed, and there were people that was their living. They were teaching 30 classes a week, and then COVID hit, boom, then you lost all of it. So people still wanted to keep their certifications up and everything. And the only way you can keep up your certifications is to train in something else and get CEUs. And so Drumba is actually one of those formats that you can get CEUs from. And I started soliciting people everywhere. And then I started doing Zoom training, like on Zoom. They'd order the product from me. I tell them where they can go to get the balls in the stands. And I would send the manuals and the sticks and everything they need to their location. And then I just started doing all this Zoom training. So
Can
now
we
I train
still
people.
can we still buy
Huh?
the set from you? Can we still order that? Is that something you still do?
Yeah. Yes. Uh-huh. Yeah. I don't sell my sticks. I don't sell my weighted drumsticks because they're branded, we're trademarked and everything. I just don't let anybody have them. Somebody from another format recently called me and said, "Hi, my name is Susie and I teach blah blah blah. I'd like to buy 20 pair of your weighted drumsticks." And I was like, "Are you a drummer instructor?" And Susie said, "No, no, but I like drumba." And I'm like, "I'm sorry, boo. Can't do it. Got to
Would
keep
you
it."
certify Susie? Would you let her get certified and then?
Oh, yes, I definitely offered to certify Susie. But Susie didn't have certification money, so Susie wasn't able to do it.
So
Yeah,
it has
because you
a
got to pay for the certifications.
got it.
Yeah, all
Got it.
certifications have to be paid for. You got to have current CPR. And, if you start letting everybody just have your drumsticks, there's been many times where someone said, "This girl down the street at the juice house said she was teaching drumba." And I was like, "Really? I didn't train nobody at the juice house." "Oh, give me the address." "Excuse me, sir. You got to cease and desist this right now. I did not train her. This is not happening." But that's what they'll do if they can get a hold of those sticks, is they will say it's drumba because the sticks say drumba on them. So I run a tight ship like that. I've like been ready to get on the airplane and got a phone call that this lady in Santa Barbara says she's teaching drumba. And I was like, "I didn't train nobody in Santa Barbara." And I handle it like right away. So
Dina the
yeah, I
firecracker.
don't, yeah. Yeah, you're not about to take my stuff and say you're doing something. I had some girls in the UK that said they created Drumba, and I was ready to. I have a passport. I was ready to go. They went on the newspaper, had this big spread. I called the newspaper and told them these girls are lying. I showed them my trademark, all that kind of stuff, and they went after those girls for lying about the whole thing. And you have to really really police your brand because people will try to take it, use it, steal. And like I said, I've worked way too hard. I'm all over it. I don't even care if I'm not doing anything with it. You're not getting it.
I need you to show me how to trademark black on the platform power networking team because I love that. I love that. And as I
Yeah.
text out, I always text out messages to everyone to let them know, yes, don't mess with Dina. Yeah, I can see. That's what Cheryl said. Cheryl said in the chat. Yeah, but I send out these SMS messages to remind people. I sent one to you and to Bridget, and I sent them out to all the people just to let them know we're doing our live today and come check us out. And when I looked back, I said, oh no, I didn't copy and paste the R in the text message. I meant to like get the, so the R was even out to people because I see that
Right.
in your name and I made sure to put it. So I'll have to add that if it's not in the description on the bottom of my YouTube. But yeah, they better
Yeah,
recognize.
because right, because people think sometimes, not everyone, but some people, maybe toward the most side of people, think that a fitness format, I can do that. I don't, they don't have any respect for it. And it takes a lot. It takes a lot to get your brand branded, trademark, to be able to get all the difference, like, the European Union, to get it trademarked there, in Australia, the UK, Spain, just anywhere, to stop people from using it, using your name or your brand, and calling it what they want to call it. And so, it takes lots of time and money to do that. But when you do all that and you have all of that foundation laid, you know, then you're good to go. Because I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
no, no. I mute myself when you talk because the studio already has an echo, so I don't want an echo on an echo because I want people to
Oh,
listen
okay.
in. So I'm always like mute. Okay, talk, mute. So it's just a little game I play so that I can try to, I'm cinematographer, I'm audio, I'm everything behind the scenes of this little
Yeah, you're
podcast. So
everything.
I'm everything. But you are launching here in Los Angeles on March 28th and you're already
Hmm.
like sold out, right? I mean, what can people do if they
Right.
still want to participate? Do they just reach out? Like,
Well, yeah, they can. What I'm letting everybody know, and I haven't, probably said it enough because it kind of just happened, is that I'm going to do another demo like really soon. And if you wanted to get into this demo, and I created a wait list, you'll be on that wait list. And when I come up with the date, you'll be first in line. That's what that's what you can do. And I'm gonna honor that because it's only right.
so what would you say to somebody who's curious but hesitant?
Well, just like, you know, Saturday, I told people, I said, if you don't want to do it, you can just watch it. You can come by and just watch it. You don't actually have to do it. You can just come by, watch it, hold the stick, touch it, look at it. But you don't have to do it. People say that all the time. I want to see what it's like, but I don't want to do it. I'll come by, but I don't want to do it. I'm like, okay, cool. And 9 times out of 10, they'll say, well, could I just try one song? After they watch it for, a few minutes, then they want to try it. So I always tell people that they can come by, look at a video. The best thing is just to come on in here and just watch it. That's the best thing.
So I'm excited. We'll be bringing our power networking team out. So this is like a great opportunity for connection and community and that synergy. I can't wait. I'm truly excited. And if you're in LA or nearby and you plan on coming, drop I'm coming in the comments because or if you are getting on the wait list, you could say I want on that wait list.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is this is exciting. It's totally exciting.
Yeah, I think it'll be. I think it'll be fun. You guys will really love it. I'm excited to show you guys what it's all about. And I like when I get the opportunity to do demos with people who have never tried it. Like the other day at that first demo, no one in that room, but this one lady came in there, and she's just like, "Hey, I just want to let you know, I've looked at every YouTube video you have on there, so I already know the warm up, and I already know what you're gonna say because I've watched the video, blah blah blah." And I was like, "Oh, you got it? Okay." She got it. I mean, she came ready. She said, "I want the heavy sticks, and I'm ready to go, and I know how to hold them." And she was ready for it. So, teaching people for the first time is really exciting because their energy is just like they want it. Show me, got it, please, come on, let's go.
I love it. So you talked a little bit
Yeah.
about the certification they can pay you what you weigh and then some, and
Mhm.
get this certification. What types
Mhm.
of partnerships are you looking for, if any? Like, how can gyms, wellness spaces, community organizations bring Drumba in? Are you looking, it would be through your certification process or what?
Well, actually, um, we have like corporate organizations will hire us to come do team building things. If it's something that they want to do ongoing, they can send us someone that will train and certify them, and then they can purchase all the equipment, and then that person on site because can actually do it there. That's one way they can do it. Um, and the biggest thing is that the certification is not just for you to teach drumba in like the fitness setting. Sometimes people just sometimes people want to do it in a therapeutic way. They want to do it at their office because maybe the staff is not really getting along and they've tried this, that, and the other. So we're going to just try to like get them together in a drum circle to look at each other and do a fitness or do some kind of activity together. Some people are looking for it to, just for like a personal thing to do at their church or to want to do something, excuse me, to, to a maybe like a school. I mean, there's so many different people that I've trained for different reasons. Like the most recent people we trained, four people. We like I don't know, maybe it was like 5 years ago at this clinic in Houston, and just recently it's not I guess you wouldn't call it a wellness. It's more like for mental health, and people stay there. And they sent we did the Zoom with four people from there, and now that clinic has drumba classes running all the time. They've got like five people on site that can teach these drumba classes because it helps a lot of the patients with aggression. It helps them with calming down because, like I told you, they didn't want to get the weighted sticks, but they can use the noodles or the non-weighted sticks. Nobody gets hurt. They get this music therapy going with the whole drum effect. Has a calming effect, and so that's a mental hospital. Then you got just a regular school. Then you got Intuit over here wanting it for you know their staff. So it's kind of endless the possibilities. People do it for parties. I've done tons of parties. Kids love it. I mean,
I'm over
it
here in
goes
my
on.
brain because I'm concierge of connection at Black on the Platform. So my goal is to bring people together to collaborate, build partnerships. And as you're speaking, I'm like,
Yeah.
I could see, you doing community partnerships with school districts, with recreation centers. There's the possibility is really endless for Drumba. And I'm so
Yeah.
excited to be part of the launch day. I'm so excited to,
Yep.
tell our viewers about your products and services. What products and services do you offer right now? If we wanted to purchase one for our individual use at home, or if we want to join your course, tell us a little bit about your products and services.
Well, the certification I do as on a needed basis. I do that all the time, and I do sell my drumsticks to my clients. But that's not the only thing that I do. I do a lot of personal training and a lot of therapy training for people who have had injuries wanting to rehab. I do K taping, which is for sore muscles, or if you are trying to avoid surgery and you kind of sort of tore something, but you still want to work out. I can tape you up like so that you can still work out. I do Saluma light therapy. We do compression. We have all of that, right now to be able to show. And at the launch, we have all that to show everybody what that's like, and even do like a 5 minute session underneath the light or with the compression. So it's pretty much full service. You can get recovery here. You can work out. You can get personal training, and it's a kind of like a one stop shop.
It sounds like it. And Omari said, I'll be there Saturday. Linda said, just try it. We know you'll like it. Barb says, go for it. And Come on in, the water is great, says Bridget. So you have your cheering team, really can testify. They are
Yeah,
testimonials of the workouts and
yeah,
the experience. And I knew when you came on that it was going to be a great time together. I think you are just full of
yeah.
energy and you have truly met your calling because you're able to exude this energy and it's contagious and everybody else is, learning from your expertise. Barb says she's a great personal trainer, built my confidence that I could be viable and strong. And that's why I think you're right. It's this whole package deal because you walk out of Drumba
Yeah, it
feeling
is.
strong,
Right.
right?
That's the thing. Exactly. Yeah. That's what people say all the time. It does build your confidence, and it's more than just a workout. It's so much more than just a workout. But you have to experience it to know exactly what I'm talking about. It's kind of hard to explain it because it's a feeling. It's just you have
It's
to
like
do it.
trying to tell somebody about a vacation you took somewhere. You have to go through the experience to really know what the water smelled like, how it splashed across your face. You can't send a picture and say like this was my vacation. So they have to come and
Yeah.
I'm dropping your Black on the Platform listing for people to check out where they can connect with you through Black on the Platform. We have your website, your social media. Omari, my web designer, even put a video of you working out. So it is definitely a
Oh,
what
awesome.
yeah, I'm really excited. That's why I was texting you. I'm like, I usually send it ahead of time for review, but as we're getting ready for the summit, we've been jam-packed with trying to make sure we have all of the business owners that we are touring this Saturday on the website. So we've been like uploading all of the businesses in Leimert Park and Inglewood and Windsor Hills where we are going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm super excited. So you told us a little bit about your products and services. If I wanted to if I wanted to purchase one myself, I would go through your website or how would I get
Yeah.
a yeah.
We sell everything. We sell everything on the website, and I think what I think because we were actually just talking about this the other day. What we're going to do is possibly do a couple more demos for anybody out there listening. One's going to be during the weekday, and maybe one more on the weekend before we actually start putting the classes on the schedule. And from there, it's just going to take off.
I'm sorry, I was responding to Bridget. She was like, "Can we get a copy of this recording?" I'm like, "Yes, it will be up after the live is over." But we're not quite yet done. So, I want to know, well, so I forget who it was that says that you are like a therapist. And I could totally see that because you bring movement,
Yeah.
you bring laughter, you bring intensity, you bring, like you said, you run a tight ship, you're a firecracker. You're like a all package deal. And so, um
Yeah.
you're helping so many people. What does it feel for you on your side to turn something so personal where you started with your mom into something that's helping so many people?
Um. Well, I know I'm the shit. That's all I can say. I mean, I'm not even gonna try to like say any BS answer with it. I know. I bring it. That's all I can say.
You're like,
I
hold
I
on, let
know.
me show you, Jen. It's like this. She's hot. That's it. I love it. And that confidence is what we all need. And so I can't wait to
Yeah.
come and soak some of that
I
up.
try to I try to help people with that. I let people know it is possible, and I let people know another thing too is I try to get people to like calm down a little bit. It's not cancer. It's just a little bump in the road. We're okay. You still working out. I'm still here. We're still cool. Let's just get it done. We good.
I
Yeah.
love that. I love that. Keep it real. So, Dina, tell us
Right.
if your mom could see this moment right now, what do you think she'd say?
Oh, I think she would be so proud of just well, she'd be really happy that I moved back here, number one. That would be the first thing. She would be really happy. And she'd be very proud of what my sister and I have been doing lately with property and investing. and spending so much time together and having a good time and actually just laughing about a lot of stuff because that's exactly what we've done for the past like 7 months. We've laughed about a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff, and we've got a
That
lot of stuff done. And I
laughter's
think that
medicine,
the
so I think that's great. Laughter is
yeah,
really medicine.
yeah, and I think she would be really, really, really proud of the fact that we fixed up this building and own the building and made it, someplace for because see, I didn't really get a chance to tell you this really quick that this building that we're in used to be an ice house. And when we were little, my mom used to drive by and get ice to make ice cream, and we would be in the station wagon, just hanging out in the station wagon. And the guy would put the station wagon in the car. And
You
so
mean the
there's
ice?
some
He put the
history
ice
here.
in the station wagon.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
she would use the ice to make ice cream. Yeah. Put the ice in the station wagon. And so now we're in this building.
Full circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went through
Yeah.
something similar. My mom grew up in Baldwin Hills, off Carmona, and when I grew up, graduated from UCLA, went on my own, I moved in to the same units on Carmona, one building over. And I had grown up my whole life hearing about the stories on Carmona where people left their doors unlocked and grew up, going in and out of neighbors' houses. And it was very like I Love
Wow.
Lucy, Ethel type of community life. Everybody, how they always say you got your whooping all the way down the street on your way home. So that was
Right.
that type of community. And it was just full circle to come back to Carmona. So I know what that feels like. I think it's something so special about that. And I don't know, Bridget, if she doesn't mind me telling the story about Black on the Platform being, inspired by the Johnson Family Cafe and how your dad would take Bridget to get fried chicken every Tuesday at the cafe.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
mean, full circle, right? And that just like
Right.
moved me so much to hear her talk about being able to do that with her father. So I just think that's beautiful. And I know I mean, we could talk all day. I just love this. This is so good. But I know our viewing audience usually expects us to go for about an hour. Oh, Cheryl says,
Okay.
haha, you are the shit. I love it. Yes, she is the shit. And I'm trying to soak up some of that. So
Well,
um
thank you so much. I'm privileged and I'm so happy that we have connected and that I had the opportunity to share the Drumba experience with you and all the viewers. And I hope everybody who's been listening to it enjoyed it. And if you want to check us out, you know where to find us. The information's in the is it on the
I'm about
something?
to post it on the screen again, and it's also in the description notes of
Okay.
this replay, but it's also on our Black on the Platform National Black Business Directory. And so if you want to get more products and services from Dina from Drumba, you can go on to Black on the Platform. But yes, please give us your parting words, Dina, and thank you so much for being here today. And we can't wait to come get our stick on with you
Oh
on
yeah.
Saturday.
Yes. Yes. I will see you on Saturday. And thank you again. And thank you, everybody in Texas who jumped on. Love you guys. Miss you guys. Thank you for everything. And
Okay,
thank you, sis.
before I move you to the back, and I can't wait to have Bridget on because I already told her we're gonna hear from Bridget
Oh, yeah.
and learn all that
You
women
might want
need
to,
to know. Go ahead. Has to be
I'll
before
make
this
sure she
time.
stays up.
I was gonna say we don't do earlier sessions, Bridget. We're gonna have to make sure you're on. Oh, good.
I'll be
Amari
with her.
says
I'll make sure she stays up.
please do. Amari says, very cool, excited to give it a try. I wanted to wait because I knew Barb and Cheryl and everybody would want to say goodbye to you. So I was like, before we move you to the back for me to do my outro, everybody give some love for Dina Scott, the therapist, Dina Scott, the firecracker, Dina Scott, the Drumba trademark. So don't get it twisted. Um,
But yeah.
Bridget's over
And
here
I say
playing
that all
with
the time.
us.
Don't get it twisted.
Bridget's over here
Right.
playing with us, putting
Exactly.
Z's in the chat because she's already fallen asleep. I can't. I can't. I love it. Um, Morena Swenson says, "Hi, love you." So I'm so excited to see all of the following you have. You have
Yeah.
a great amount of support and community, and that's something that we treasure at Black on the Platform. We're building an ecosystem, and we welcome you into that space, and we're so grateful. Oh, thank you, cousin. My cousin Terry sends her love. Terry, I brought you up because I was talking about how legacy programs would love to bring students to do this drumba, and you'll be there, Terry, so you can try it and see if it's a good fit for your
Oh,
students.
cool.
Yeah, so we're going to be bringing
Awesome.
two vanfuls of people to your launch on the demo for our Black on the Platform. Cheryl says, "Bye, boo, love you." Lots of love to you, Dina, and we appreciate you
Bye, guys.
being
Mwah,
here.
mwah, 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 mwah.
Thank you so
Awesome. Thank you
much,
so much.
and I'll
I
see you on
appreciate it.
Saturday.
See you.
All right.
Awesome. All righty. Bye
Take
bye.
care. Bye bye. All right. That was so amazing. I'm so inspired and energized. So now for my little outro. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss a powerful story. Ready to share your own story? Visit blackontheplatform.com to join our growing community of Black owned brilliance. I'm Jen S., your concierge of connection, reminding you that visibility creates opportunity, and we're here to help you shine. Until next time, say it with me. Stay bold, stay Black, and always stay building. Take care, family. Thank you for joining us this evening.